Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to all of you watching us live this evening. Monday night, December. It feels like Christmas already, doesn't it? Hey, we can see the 5 people that are here this evening. Everybody else is already setting up Christmas trees and preparing for the holiday ahead. But I'm glad that you're here with us this evening. I'm going to spend some time talking about DuePoint. That's what we're here. That's what we're excited about. DuePoint has had just the most remarkable impact in South Africa over the last 12 months. And we think that 2018 is going to be even more exciting. So that this evening is some of the energy I'm going to hope that I can transfer to you, as well as giving you a proper idea of what we're doing here at DuePoint. Now, DuePoint is a division, to start with, of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia was founded in 1952. It is both a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. So it's nearly 66 years old. So this is not a new business. This is not a startup that you are dealing with. You are dealing with a very well-established insurance company here at DuePoint. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider as well. And you can find all the information you want to know about DuePoint and Constantia on the internet. You can find us on the FSB's website. You can find us on the JC's website under Conduit Capital. And outside, next to our front door, you're going to find all of our licenses, all of our associations right there for you. So get comfortable with who you're dealing with here at DuePoint. We also want you to be comfortable with the team. The team here is primary purpose is to work with you. Here at DuePoint, we're here to support you in the task that you'll do for us. As you understand better the system this evening, you're going to get to know us very well over the next couple of years, and we hope that we can take our experience and skills and translate it into success for you here at DuePoint. This is me, Brendan Benfield, in the far corner here. I'm the senior executive and founder of this division of Constantia. Then we've got Tim over here. He's our banking expert. He's been with us, he's been in the banking area for industry for about 15 years. We've got Stacy, she's our auditor. The 3 of us are chartered accountants, and then we're left with the others. Jane's our direct selling lady. She has got many years of experience. When I say that she's got 25 years of experience, she doesn't like it. She feels like that reveals her age and that she doesn't want, but she has many years in direct selling. And then we've got Rob. Rob's our design guy, 20 years in the industry, ran his own business in digital design and focused on the financial services space. So we've got all the requisite skills. But most importantly, like I said to you, we are here. This is a homegrown South African company. We're available to you Monday through Saturday. You're going to find us in this building. You're not running around trying to find us or trying to work out who we are. We are here, and we're always available here for you to come and get to know us and ultimately to work with us in the DuePoint system. So what is the DuePoint system? What is it that we do here? Our primary objective at DuePoint, you're going to have to remember this, because by the end of this presentation, you're going to have forgotten this. The primary objective of DuePoint is to put income in the hands of South Africans that is controllable, reliable, and stable. Right now, you in your current position do not have reliable and controllable income. Somebody else tells you how much you're going to earn. If you're full-time employed, someone else is going to tell you what raise you're going to get this year. Is it going to be 3%, 6%? Is it going to be 0% this year? Somebody else is going to tell you what bonus you get this year. You have no control over your income. And what we're seeing happening is, of course, every month, more and more South Africans are becoming unemployed, which means there's a chance that that same person might tell you you're retrenched or fired in the near future as well. And you have no way of stopping that or changing that. You also have no control at all over the economy in South Africa. I don't know if you've been watching the news today. You would have seen it's almost like we're voting all over again. It's like we're voting for our country, even though none of us are involved in what's happening. We're sitting watching as votes are taking place about our future and the future of our economy, and we have no control over it. None at all. We get to watch it on ETV and SABC. That's all we've got here at the moment. And what do we see happening in our economy at the moment? Well, we see prices rising astronomically. Everything in our lives is getting dramatically more expensive. And how are we competing or comparing that with the income that we cannot control? We can't increase it to catch up with the expenditure. There's nothing that we can do. And this is the state of all of us in South Africa. Every single one of us is stuck in this conundrum. And we've left with this gap, this hole between what we need to live on and what we're actually earning. And our primary objective at DuePoint is to create or to put in your hands a tool that you can use to start controlling and creating an income for yourself that's not here today and gone tomorrow, but one that is reliable, stable, and consistently there month on month, so that you can start using that to bridge that gap. Right up until now, all we've been using is debt. Debt's like taking poison tablets or like drugs. You want it, it feels good on the day you get it, and then it poisons you after that. It feels good when you get the new car off of the debt, and then for the next 5 years as the car starts breaking down and is not new anymore, you're still having to pay the damn installment. It's the same with a new house. It's the same with the clothes you buy. You buy the new clothes, you're all excited, you get the high, the fix of the debt drug, and then you've got to pay the clothes off long after they've worn out, broken, and been lost. That's the position. That's what we've done. We want to change that. We want this tool to replace that reality in your life. The second objective that we have at DuePoint is we're creating a different kind of financial services company, one that uses technology to connect its customers to us. We have a couple of purposes for that. One, so that you better understand what you're purchasing with us and how the financial services space works. We then want to be able to educate you on products and systems and businesses, and again, open the window for you to see what is happening in the financial services space in South Africa. With those two objectives put together, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. Now, the DuePoint system is super simple. It allows you as an individual to contract with us as wealth engineers. A wealth engineer has one task: not selling, not advertising, not advising, not marketing, not presenting. It's the one task of simply connecting individuals to us at DuePoint. By connecting all the people that you know to us, you're able to create for us market penetration. Market penetration allows for us to create new channels of distribution in our business. That allows us to sell our products. DuePoint, facilitating the purchase of products in these new channels you create for us, creating revenue for us. When we create revenue, we create that recurring extra income for you. Now, the cornerstone of our business, the objective we're trying to achieve is not income that you produce when you're able to sell to your friends and not able to produce when you can't sell to them because you're sick, injured, or don't have the money to buy things to sell to them. In our system, we use financial services and lifestyle products. They all run on automatic debit orders, and they are lifetime products. You can have them to your last breath, which means that no matter your personal circumstances in any given month, no matter whether you want to sell to someone or not, in those months, the debit orders automatically run and your income comes in stably, recurring, and on a long-term, hopefully lifetime basis. This is how we hope to bridge that gap between your debt and your revenue right now. That's what we're trying to do. Now, folks, the second layer that we put on top of that is your ability to leverage others. We understand that you don't have time. The number one reason for not doing DuePoint is I don't have time for this. What people miss is that that's the very reason why we created this solution. It's not only to free you economically, it's to pull you out of a system that keeps you poor but sucks up all your time. No matter what you're doing, whether you're running your own business or you're full-time employed, you know you have no time and there's no hope of time in the future with those options. Our options over time, this option of the DuePoint system builds first the income and then buys back your time so that ultimately you have both the time again and the income. Now, the second layer, as I said, that we put onto the system facilitates this. It facilitates it by allowing you to duplicate yourself through others. Other people connect into your channel and start working towards greater success for you in this system. You get to leverage the little bits of time and energy that everybody has and convert it into success for yourself. Guys, this is not an employment contract. People seem to get mistaken about that. We don't hire, we don't recruit, and we don't sponsor at DuePoint. That might be what other systems do, but that's not what we do here at DuePoint. We simply put a tool in your hands. It's your tool. You use it how much and when you want. You're independent of us in the DuePoint system. There is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. We understand that everybody is always very skeptical about these things. I had a long chat with a guy on a Saturday morning at our presentation there where he said the people, my people are not even going to listen to me because they've been so burnt by so many other things. Guys, we understand that. When we developed the DuePoint system, that was one of our developing factors. We said to ourselves, we have to create a system that does not cost South Africans money. And that is what we have done. We have created a system where to be a wealth engineer does not cost you anything. Does not cost you a startup fee. You don't buy boxes in a startup kit. You don't have a starter manual you have to buy. You don't pay for application forms. And you don't pay any monthly fees to be a wealth engineer. By being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer. There's no additional premium to your product price here. So financially, there is no risk. You also do not require any qualification or experience because you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not representatives, you're not selling, advertising, or presenting any of our products. You do not need to be registered, licensed, or have written any regulatory exams or anything along those lines. It's for everybody. Everybody in South Africa can be a wealth engineer at DuePoint. Through the process of the DuePoint system, you create for yourself a real asset. Because we create recurring income here, income that's stable and reliable, not up and down income. Because it's recurring, you have something you can price. And anything that can be priced can be sold. In addition, your channels and the income they produce are going to be handed over to your children. And when you pass away, your children will earn off of the channels that you have built during your lifetime. They can continue to grow the channels even beyond that. Our hope is to create some kind of generational legacy, something that doesn't exist in South Africa, as you know that. We don't have assets we hand to our children. We just don't. And so again, when people say to me, no, I don't have time, or I don't like this, or I don't want this, I say to them, what are you leaving behind for your children? Nothing. Your job cannot be handed over to your children. And so we want to put you in a position where you create an asset. Assets don't die with you. They're able to move. And even after your children die, they'll be able to hand it over to their children as well, and so on and so on. Generational legacy is what we're attempting to achieve here at DuePoint. Now, folks, this is a system of convenience. We have stepped back at the beginning when we built DuePoint, and we said to ourselves, what are all the things that people hate about network marketing and direct selling? Firstly, they lose money. Right? We got rid of that. No fees, no costs for being a wealth engineer. Secondly, they hate selling. Fantastic. No one sells in DuePoint at all. That is DuePoint's task. You are contracted out of the sales process here with us. Thirdly, people hate presenting, are scared of it. It costs them money. They've got to get venues and projectors and audio visual and also never happens. At DuePoint, there's only two people that present, and that's Rob and I. Only two people that ever present at DuePoint is Rob and I. And so you are freed from all of these things. The system works for you, and you're in contact with it 24 hours a day. So your task, your one task, is to connect people to DuePoint. How do you do that? Well, there's 4 ways. The first way, you can go to our information counter, buy one of our USB sticks. That USB stick costs 170 Rand. It's got our presentation on it. Now, any time of the day, anywhere, you can plug it into a TV or a laptop or computer, and there we are doing the presentation for you. The second way, if you live in Gauteng and you can get here, we present out of the studio every single day excluding Sundays. Monday through Saturday, night times, lunch times, mornings, we're doing presentations here. You can go into our website, you can go into our phone app, and you can look up when we're doing the next presentation. Bring your guests here. We do the presentation for you Monday through Saturday. The third way, the most important way of connecting individuals to DuePoint is through our YouTube channel. You go and search DuePoint on YouTube, and you'll find our entire channel there. Every single presentation we've ever done is on our YouTube channel. You can go dig through it, find your favorite ones, and wherever you are, 3 o'clock in the morning, 11:59 on New Year's Eve, Boxing Day morning, it does not matter. You go to YouTube, search your favorite presentation, and click the play button, and you are connecting individuals to DuePoint. You never, ever have to do the presentation yourself. You have been freed from that system. Okay, now, the fourth way you connect people to DuePoint is through our live streams. Every single one of our presentations broadcasts live to the entire country every day. And if you've got a screen and an internet connection, you just play again on the live stream, and we are in your living room. We're at your office. We're in your church or your coffee shop, right there, live and in living color. Full HD surround sound. Somebody asked me that the other day. Is it one of those low-res, blocky? No. Full HD surround sound. We're in your living room connecting people to DuePoint. So as you connect people through one of those 4 ways, some of them are going to catch the vision, not all of them, but some of them are going to catch the vision of what we're doing here and are going to want to become wealth engineers. When they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These folk go out and do the same thing. Through one of those 4 methods, they connect individuals to us, some become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you. And soon you've got tens, hundreds, maybe thousands of individuals all over the country connecting people to DuePoint and growing your channel deeper market penetration into the South African economy. And then we come along as DuePoint. We come along. And with this new channel of distribution you have created for us, we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout that channel, and your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, guys, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This seems to be coming as very disappointing news for most people. Guys, there is no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. All of the ones that are out there on Facebook that promise you 100,000 Rand after 3 months, some promise you R1 million after 3 months, they don't exist. You are not going to get rich off of them. You're actually going to get poorer. They're going to take your money and walk away. At DuePoint, like everything that is genuine, it is going to cost you time to succeed in our system. That's the price you pay. And many people are unwilling to pay it. They're unwilling to put time into anything. Even though here at DuePoint, we physically convert time into money. That is what we do. It's a direct conversion. The more you put into the tool we give you, the more it pays out without the burden of having to pay monthly fees, startup fees, all of that sort of business. But it takes time. You're going to build this over time, and it will change your life forever. It's not going to say after 3 months you'll be rich, because that's not going to be the case. Otherwise, none of you would be here. What it will do is change your life permanently over a period of time. Now, those of you who are willing to put the time and effort in, we reward you in 2 ways. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment that is made in your channel via our debit order system, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment was made. So, for instance, you go out, you chat to a couple of your friends, some of them become wealth engineers, pay for their product, and you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product, not every person. We don't pay for people. You can bring 10,000 people here. If nobody pays for their product, you get nothing. But if they pay for their product on your first point, you get 55 Rand. Now, if that person there takes more than one product, they take 2 products, you now get 110 Rand. If they take 3 products, you get 165 Rand. So that's way better than paying per person. This gives you the opportunity to triple your income in the DuePoint system with us. Now, these folk go out, they chat to a few more of their friends. Some of them become wealth engineers, pay for their products, and when they do, again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. On your second point, 55 Rand. In this particular example, it's taken 5 minutes, you've got a handful of people, and you're earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. The system itself is not going to make you rich overnight, but you will immediately feel the money flowing into your bank account with our system. This is 21st century value that we have created here for you. Now, as you put more time and energy and effort into your channel, it will grow. And as it grows, you earn on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, however, there's no limit to your particular potential. You will just decide how much you want to grow your channel by. How big do you want your channel to be? From the 8th point on, as long as you qualify to earn, you get 4% of R27.50. So you could put 25 points in your channel. And if you qualify to earn, you're going to earn on all 25 points. But from the 8th point to the 25th point, you get 4% of R27.50. You hand your channel over to your children, and during their lifetime, they grow to 50 points. As long as they qualify to earn, they'll earn on all 50 points in their channel. There is no limit to your potential here at DuePoint. So what does that practically translate into? How much can you earn? A question often asked, a question almost impossible to answer. Every one of you is going to build at a different rate. Most of you are going to do nothing after this evening. I don't know why, but you're going to do nothing. We're going to give you the tool, and somewhere between here and home, you're going to chuck it in the bin. All right, well, there's nothing I can do about that. But about 20% of you are going to pick up the tool and say, I want a different kind of economic future. I want to do it. We don't have another option. If you can think of another option, full-time employment, start your own business, and something else, let me know what the something else is. I also want to do it. Okay? There isn't another one in South Africa. It's the very reason why we started DuePoint, was there is no other option. Now, this wonderful option we have is the add-on option. It doesn't require you to close your business down. Doesn't require you to quit your job. You take this and you add it to your life. And those that do, those that pick up the cudgel and grow, well, the sky is really the limit for you here at DuePoint. But we needed to work out some conservative milestones for you. How much can you expect to earn? Well, it just depends on you. Let's work it out. We took 20 years of data. We worked through it. We came up with what we think is a conservative growth rate for a new wealth engineer. We called it the 3+2 growth rate. That says in your first month, you've got to put 3 people on your first point. You've got to put 3 people on your first point. And then it says that every other month after that, you are responsible for adding 2 more people to your first point. That's every single month. So that's about 25 people a year. You are responsible for finding and putting onto your first point 25 people a year. Now, if you can do that, if you can persevere and be persistent through all the very disappointing individuals you'll meet along the way, who'll let you down, etc., but you stay at it, and we apply our lapse rate and cancellation rate and people not doing 3 + 2 and all that jazz to the maths, we believe the following milestones are quite conservative and very realistic for you to follow. If you can do it for 6 months, we reckon you'll be on about 2,500 Rand a month with us. That's 30,000 Rand a year that you will be making reliably and stably every month. Not here today, gone tomorrow. It means that when you go away for Christmas, it still comes in. That's what we're building here. If you can last for 12 months, building, adding your 225 per annum on your first point, if you can do that, we believe that you'll be on around 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year extra income. You haven't quit your job. You're still earning that salary. Now, in the middle of each month, when we do our consolidation, you get about 10,000 more Rand a month. I said this before. They do that salty crack advert where right at the end, you're on the end of the month salty crack. They were lying. That salty crack happens about week 2. Okay? And our hope is that at week 2, as you're hitting the end of the month salty crack, we pay in the extra 10 grand every month from if you've worked consistently for 12 months with us. Now, if you can push through to 2 years, because there's no limit, there's no timeline, if you can keep going to 2 years, we reckon 2 years down, end of 2019, you should be on about 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. That's 360,000 Rand a year that you are now earning into a household on top of your salary. If you can do 4 years with us, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, 25 a year, we believe you can reasonably expect to be earning about 45 to 50,000 Rand a month. 3 years, 600,000 Rand a year, stably and reliably. 4 years, and we reckon you'll be on about 60 to 65,000 Rand a month. And if you can do 5 years with us, half a decade, not 5 weeks, not 5 days, not 5 months, 5 years with us. If you can do that, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's $1 million a year. You're now in the top 35,000 highest earners in the country. We think that these are quite reasonable. Now, people respond differently to me on this thing, okay? Many people say, the majority of people say, it's too long. I can't survive 5 years. It's too much like hard work. I've been promised on Facebook 100,000 Rand in 3 months. I'm going to rather go and throw that. They only need 30,000 Rand from me to start, sort of stuff like that. I get a lot of that here. Folks, unfortunately, the reality is I'm building a lifetime income for you here. That is not going to take 3 months to build. You're going to have to commit to the time. But you guys are quite good at committing to time. How many years have you committed to your careers? Hey, you guys are solid on that, hey? 5 years, 10, 20, 25 years? How many years have you worked? Has it made you rich yet? Has it got you to 100,000 Rand? Has it even got you to the 27,000 Rand? No, but you're all going back there tomorrow, aren't you? I don't understand why, because you'll tell me I can't do this because I don't have the time, but you'll go and spend another 60, 80, 100 hours. You'll go and spend it this week on the job that is keeping you poor. That's what it's doing. It's not making you rich. There's no chance of it making you rich. But you'll go and spend it there and you'll say, I'd rather spend my time staying poor than adding something to my life that can potentially, with time and perseverance, change everything about my future. Then we get other people who say this is nonsense, nobody ever earns this. Well, good news, people are already earning it at DuePoint, so that does give me a bit of a relief. I can say that I've got a few earning it. Great. We've only been around for 22 months and 4 days, so that's pretty good as a division, okay, of Constantia. But I like to look at it on the ground. So every month we pull up a handful of folk from all over the country doing different types of things. We don't put our high flyers up every month. We like to show maybe one. The rest of the regular guys earning with the DuePoint system. We got Nick and Shani here. We had to cut Nick's head off, otherwise you can't see Shani at the bottom. They've been with us for about a year, chipping away, full-time parents, work full-time jobs. Nick himself struggled in the beginning with this. He said, no, I spoke to everybody. They can't do it. His wife made him draw up the list. He'd spoken to 13 people. That's when they decided they could do a bit more than just speak to 13 people. Spent the rest of the year building an income that's now about 4,000 Rand a month for them. Okay, great. That's 50,000 Rand a year they now have as hobby money. Okay. 50,000 Rand. And as you can see, as it's passing, they're actually growing quite quickly. This money will increase at an increasing rate into 2018. Then we've got Jack. Jack's been with us for about 10 months. And over that 10 months, he's created a channel that's worth 8,000 Rand a month. 8,000 Rand a month. He's done it in 10 months. I said a year to 9,000 to 10,000 Rand. He's still got 2 months. 2 months down, he's going to be on that 10,000 Rand a month, just like the math said. All right. Then we've got Don from Port Elizabeth, the Windy City. Joined us in December, did nothing until June. Sounds like PE, doesn't it? Huh? Commit to something and then do nothing. 6 months in, he got serious, though. And in the last 6 months of this year, he's created a channel worth 11,000 Rand a month. He's done that in 6 months. Now, my math says that in the 6 months, you should only be earning about 2,500 Rand a month. He's on 11 after 6 months worth of effort. Then we've got Motla Letsona. How's that? I'm becoming a pro at that name now. I'm not even having to rush it out. I got it now, okay? From the Free State, Bloemfontein. I was reading an article this week about how they say the economy in the Free State is basically done. It's basically finished. The mines are gone and the farming is dead. And the Free State is done. It's absolutely done. And so some people in the Free State are saying, I need a backup plan. Motla Letsona has decided that she's going to have a backup plan. And in 6 months with us, she's created a channel worth 11,000. Can I tell you that in month 8, it was on 19, and in month 10, it's on 25. 10 months to 25,000 Rand a month, okay? I said 9,000 after a year. She said, no thanks, I'd rather have 25,000. Now, of course, people get excited and they go, I'm going to be the next one. And then I'll be on 25,000 in 10 months, and they go out and after 3 months they're on 500 Rand and they go, no, this is nonsense, I quit. You can't do that. Every one of you has a different set of circumstances, a different amount of time, and a different success rate in the people you meet. But at DuePoint, there's no timelines, there's no deadlines. You just pick the tool up and you keep going. So maybe it takes you a year to get to 4,000 Rand instead of 10. It doesn't matter. You've got another year. You can get to 20 in your second year. It doesn't matter. You keep going. What we like to do is demonstrate to you the actual potential of this tool. You can get to 25,000 Rand in 10 months if you set your mind and heart to it. Now you can go to our YouTube site. Our YouTube site's got hundreds of testimonies of all sorts of people in our system. Just the people we've had on stage, the sample. Some earning a little bit, some earning a medium amount, some earning a lot. You can go see them all there. The big boys are in there too, as well as the guys that are just doing this for a hobby, making some hobby money out of it. They're all in there. Go and listen to their testimonies, how they're using DuePoint to change their lives and their economic position in our economy that we have no control over. That's the first way you earn. The second way you earn at DuePoint is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is designed to train you from beginner to expert. It's our training program. And as you get through the programs and the steps in it, we reward you with XP points. The XP points are not worth anything. Don't let anybody on Facebook tell you they're worth rands and cents. They're not. They're simply a measure of your experience with us here at DuePoint. However, as you progress through our training program, naturally, your channel is going to grow, naturally, especially if you're doing it right with our training. And so in the program, where you meet the experience criteria and the channel size criteria, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, a little bit of cash. As you get a little bit more serious, well, the cash starts getting pretty serious. And then at about rank 5, we start to reward you with tools. Tools we know are going to help you grow your business. At rank 5, you get an imported Lightning memory stick from the US, plugs into all the electronic devices in South Africa, got our presentations on it. Anytime, anywhere, you plug it in, you're connecting someone to DuePoint. Rank 7, we give you a set of imported business cards, 12,500 Rands worth, gold gilded, gold printed on imported paper. When you give people these cards, they will be completely blown away. You can go and see a set in our glass cabinet afterwards. Absolutely powerful tool in legitimizing your connection of people to DuePoint. You get them at rank 7. At rank 9, if you've grown your channel to rank 9, and you guys have got to remember, you're all at rank 0 at the moment, you've got a long way to rank 9, but if you get to rank 9 and you maintain your channel size with us each year, we will take you and your family away every year on a 1-week holiday, all expenses paid, 5-star business class. Not to the caravan park, to one of the finest hotels we can find. Every year it's a little bit different. This year we're going to Mauritius. Next year we might also go to Mauritius, but a different hotel, or we go somewhere completely different. But what you know, as a rank 9 who maintains your channel size, is that every year you've now got a family holiday booked in December. We don't go in July when it's freezing and cheap. We go in December when it's hot, busy, and expensive. That's when we go. Our rank 9s this year are going on the 27th of December, but you can join us next year. Next year's holiday is already being planned. Our trip is being planned. We've got guys working on it right now. Get started. You've got 13 months because of December. You've got an extra month ahead of everybody else to get to rank 9. Now, the beautiful thing about our system is it's not like you have to requalify every year. That's not how our system, you don't start a naught in January every year, and if you miss it, oh, toughies, you're starting at naught the next year again. No, ours is an accumulating system. So whatever you do now in December is what you started in January. Whatever you do next year, you will start on January 2019 with the whole year and the month of December this year as your starting point. So we give 2 guarantees at DuePoint. The first guarantee is everybody who perseveres will go rank 9. Everybody, without fail. And the second guarantee that we give is that everybody who doesn't persevere will never go rank 9. Those are our 2 guarantees. You don't do this business, you don't come. But if you do it and you stick at it, no matter if it takes you 1 year or 10 years, if you persevere and grow your channel step by step every year, because you don't start at naught, you will ultimately go rank 9 and you can come away with us. We're going on a great trip this year. This is just a teaser for you to know the type of holidays we're going on. The rank 9 trip next year will be of equal value and splendor. Do you want to be there with us?
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Alrighty, now that's actual footage of the hotel we're going to this year. So again, that's not like an advert, like maybe it'll kind of look like that. That's exactly how it's going to look this year, and it's almost exactly like it's going to look next year. The decision now is whether you're willing to commit to a brand new habit, a brand new exercise that you'll have to do every day for the next 13 months. But look at what the prize is for those that work there. At rank 11 in our training program, we give you another tool, your own car. It's not financed through us. You don't rent it from us. It's not branded, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's yours. It's your car that you will use to build your future with. Every month we run what are called wealth quests. They're little bite-sized chunks of training that help you build sustainable channels in the right way. Everybody that completes the criteria of our wealth quests are rewarded with tools. Some of the tools are like iPads and iPhones and smart TVs and data and Wi-Fi routers as it is this month, and even some months cash. Little things that you can put together to create a toolkit for connecting people to DuePoint and building your channels. This month's particular wealth quest, and they're different every month, is Outshining Santa. It's the month of December. We want to do better than him. What you've got to do is you've got to put 6 new people on your first point and get 2 qualified. How do you get 2 qualified? What does that mean? Go to our YouTube channel and watch the 6-minute video on how the system works. That's how complicated it is. It takes me a whole 6 minutes to explain it to you. Once you've got that, you'll know what to do. 2 of the 6 need to qualify, and everyone must be paid by the end of December. If that's what happens, you're going to get a whole year's worth of data, 100 gigs worth of data from us, and a Wi-Fi 4G router, which means that anywhere in the country, you've got your 100 gigs of data that you can use to be building your channel, live streaming, watching our YouTube training, all of that sort of jazz, sorted for 2018 if you can complete this quest this December. Sounds like it might be worth it. All right. People ask me the question, how do we afford to build and fund this business? Well, all of the money comes out of our products. In the traditional financial and services space, in banking and insurance, we spend billions advertising to you. Billions. That's how we connect you. TV adverts, billboards, radios, SMS, SEO, bathrooms, taxis, you name it, we stick adverts up, and it costs a fortune. How do we afford that? Well, we take the cost, then we stick it in your product prices, your banking fees, your funeral cover, your car insurance, even your home insurance. 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing. You're always paying for next month's marketing. Now, we've done exactly the same thing at DuePoint. The only difference is we do 0 advertising. 0. You are never, ever going to see an advert for DuePoint. It might be why you've never heard of us up until this point in time. Because we use you. You go out and connect individuals to us. And therefore, all the money that we would have spent on SABC, DSTV, etc., we would have and do through our other divisions of Constantia, is now available to you and your channel. It's very simple mathematics that we use here. Now, folks, we come along as DuePoint. That's us. And we facilitate 3 products into these new channels that you've created for us. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 299 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 independent products. The first one is your very own tax-free investment account, into which we take 100 Rand of your 299 every month and we put it in. Now, this investment account is no notice period, no restriction account, which means the money is immediately available to you. That means the actual cost of this product is only 199 Rand because the other 100 is in your investment account. Now, this is not a savings account. This is not a bank. You don't get interest on it. You are now an investor. The money is taken and invested into the stock exchange, and your money will move with the markets here in South Africa. The second product that you get for the remaining 199 Rand is our personal accident cover, 110,000 Rands worth, which means that if you pass away in an accident, your family are going to get 110,000 Rand and the investment value that you have created in your investment account. That's $299 a month. The second product we have, 274 Rand a month. It's our Wealth Guard product. It gives you, for the 274, 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no deferred benefit periods, no medical examinations or declarations, and no maximum age limits. You can have this product until your last breath. Now, folks, we do not sell funeral cover here or life cover here. We don't cover death via illness or natural causes because that conflicts with our primary objective. Remember, I'm taking you back to the beginning of the presentation again. The primary objective is to put controllable income in the hands of South Africans. That's why we are here. That's why we are here. People don't believe me, but you forget that we have other divisions, UMAs and brokers at Constantia. We can sell product anywhere. That's not the objective of DuePoint. DuePoint's objective is to create income. These products are the mechanism for creating the income. And so if we put natural causes and illness, death into our products, half the people you're going to bring here, we won't be able to underwrite and you won't be able to put into your channels. This will completely halve your ability to create income here. With our products, every single South African can take these products and be part of your channel and grow your income. The third product we have is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. For 274 Rand a month, you get to be a member. And as a member, you get to leverage the leverage we have. As a 66-year-old insurance company, we have a lot of suppliers who give us the best prices, account account managers specifically to us, packages, vouchers, all sorts of things across a whole host of suppliers. Retail, grocery, entertainment, travel, car companies, data companies. If you struggle with data, we get data at incredible prices. And for 274 Rand a month, you get the entire spectrum that you can spend on every month. The amount of savings that's in this product alone is quite breathtaking. We love it. This is our non-insurance, non-financial products. You've got these 3 products that you can take, 1 of, 2 of, 3 of, or any combination of here at DuePoint. So folks, this evening, the decision to become a wealth engineer is not really about, well, what's this versus something else. It's about, are we now going to start changing the way we create income? Because we don't have any other alternatives. If you want to get involved with us, if you want this tool, and you want to get out there and start changing your economic future, well, it's very simple. Jump onto our website, DuePoint.net. That's where we exist. Click on the apply button, fill out the form. You can do it on your tablet, your iPhone, our iPads outside, use our free Wi-Fi, fill the form out, no money having passed from your pockets this evening, and you're a wealth engineer, and you can start building immediately. Then, folks, if you're serious, get some of the tools. You can get them this evening at our information counter. Our backup batteries for your phones that keep dying. Stick them in, use it. You don't want the application form to die on you when you're trying to grow your channel. Our USB stick with a presentation on it, $170, you've got me in your pocket. Our business cards. Folks, you can get a set of business cards here. You get a set of 500 cards, custom made for you. Beautiful, beautiful cards that we make for you. And guys, I encourage you, wherever you are this evening, we're literally taking last orders. We've managed to go to 1 or 2 more days in before the printers closed. Please get your orders in now. Otherwise, it's going to be February before you see your business cards here. So please get your orders in right now and make sure you get them early rather than in February next year. All right. Guys, we want you to first of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you any money. Don't let anybody tell you it costs you money to subscribe. It doesn't. It's free to subscribe at YouTube. Subscribe to our DuePoint channel, because then you'll know when we go live every day and when we're uploading videos. This is your #1 connection to DuePoint. Then we want you to download our free app. It's free. Use our Wi-Fi. Put it on your phones, your tablets, wherever you are tonight. Get it on your phone or tablet, because it plugs you into your channel. In real time, second by second, you can see what's going on in your channel. It's got your training on there. So critical. Remember the XP Rewards program, our training program? It's on there, our training videos. We need you to sit down and watch those training videos. How do I qualify? What do I do in my first 30 days? How do I get to rank 11? Etc., etc. It's all on that app. Make sure you've got that app. Once it's on your phone, click your name on the top left-hand corner and your profile will load. When your profile loads, you can click the middle button there, take a picture of yourself. You see there, neck and head, not anything family and all, just neck and head. If you do that, you will get 1,000 XP before you even walk out the door this evening. Wherever you are in the country, take your picture. The system will automatically allocate you the 1,000 XP. So make sure you do that. Guys, 5 things I don't want you doing. Guys run out of here on fire, and then they go and do all the wrong things. Remember, this is a licensed and listed insurance company, 150 pieces of regulation that govern this business. You don't know any of them. That's why you have been set free from them. So in order so that you don't break any of those, there's 5 things I want you to remember. First of all, do not become a wealth engineer if you cannot afford to be one. There are costs involved in this process. Data, we're on YouTube, we're online, etc., etc. Transport, there's costs. Secondly, do not become a wealth engineer if you do not have access to the internet. This business is fully online. There's no paper application forms, no paper brochures or gazebos or one of these things. That's not who we are. This is a full online business, which means you need to have access to the internet and the people that you're going to put in your channels. And then do not become a wealth engineer if you don't have access to transport. If you can't move, you can't connect people. So if you've got somebody you want to put in your channel who says, listen, you're going to have to drive me everywhere, that's not the right person to put in your channel. Now, if you can do all of these things, the #1 thing I don't want you doing is filling the application form out on behalf of somebody else. This is a criminal offense. That application form is a contract. In there, you're going to tick terms and conditions. You're going to give me authority to raise debit orders against your account. You can't fill that out on behalf of someone else, especially your granny who has no idea how a computer works. Firstly, she's never ever going to be able to build your channel for you. And as I said, it's a criminal offense. So that's the number one thing. The second thing, folks, is I don't want you putting any of your family members in your channel, especially if they live in your house. Husbands and wives must work off of one W number, one channel, and any family members living in your house are going to have to be booted out. Send them on their way. If they live outside of your house, it's fine for you to put them in your channel. If they're in your house, you can't. Talk to your lead wealth engineer or our client service if you want more explanation on that. Guys, we have set you free from advertising. So, no advertising. No forming DuePoint Facebook pages. No forming DuePoint web pages. No going to business forums and advertising our products. It is illegal. You are breaking the law. And it's against our code of conduct that you sign with us. Folks, use your social media, your personal social media, to engage with people. That's completely fine. But do not start a DuePoint Gauteng page or a DuePoint Mpumalanga page. You are not DuePoint, and you will find yourself in trouble with us. You are free from that. And then take responsibility for everybody you put in your channel. Don't send people to the head office and expect us to look after them if you're not here. That's not our task. That's yours. So wherever you are around the country, if you're sending someone to the head office, make sure they come with somebody that knows this business and can look after them. Take responsibility for your economic future. Folks, on the 4th of January, we're opening presentations up again. We're going to run presentations through to the 16th, live ones. But remember, our YouTube channel is open 365 days. You can get all of our presentations the whole way through Christmas and New Year and all of that. For the 10 days between closing live presentations and starting them again, you've got access to our YouTube and to our office. Our office will be open on days that are not public holidays and weekends. However, on the 4th of January, we go live again with live presentations. We're going to hit at double speed on the Thursday with 2 presentations, one at 12:15 and one at 6:30. This is a double opportunity for you to kickstart 2018 with us. So for the 2 weeks or the 10 days between presentations, load up your channel and then buzz them in here on the 4th. Guys, of course, they'll be live streamed around the country, so get your guys gathered up into rooms for 12:15 and 6:30 on January the 4th. Do not treat it like a public holiday. Do not be lazy. Oh, it's the beginning of January, I don't want to do anything. This is your income. This is your future. You should be on fire for it. And so we want to see everybody here at 12:15 on the 4th of January and everybody here at 6:30. At 6:30, in that presentation, we're going to have all the rank 9s that will have come back the day before from our international conference to that hotel you've seen in the video there. And they're going to come and tell you just how good it was. You are not going to want to miss that evening. 4th of January, you're going to want to be here to hear all about that and to fire up your year with us. Make sure it's in your diaries, blocked off, ready to go. Even if your daughter's getting married, move the wedding. That day, you are here. You're here. Don't laugh so hard. I'm being serious. That day, you are here the whole day. Then, folks, we've launched. We launched it on Saturday, both this last Saturday and the Saturday before. Our Converge annual award ceremony is occurring on the 10th of February next year. You need to be rank 4 to attend. So you've got between now and then to get to rank 4. It is doable. We've seen people go rank 4 in 1 month. So it is doable. You've got between now and February to go rank 4. If you rank 4, you can buy a ticket and you can join us at our Converge Awards evening, our annual awards evening. It's going to be absolutely spectacular that evening. You're going to want to be there. So make sure you push ahead between now and the end of it. So there's no, I'm taking Christmas off, because then you ain't going to come. And there's no, like, I'm taking January off. You have got to be working like crazy through December and crazy through January so that you make sure you rank 4 and you come and join us at that conference on the 10th of February next year. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see that we are relatively serious about what we're doing here at DuePoint. We are determined to be part of the economic solution. As I've said to you, we don't have control of what is happening in our country at the moment, and personally in our personal economic position. We don't have control. We want to be part of a solution that puts South Africans back in the controlling seat of their own income and expenditure. Here at DuePoint, we're going to do that over the next few decades. If you want to be part of us and you've got questions and concerns, come and ask them. Ask them and get them done. We had to ask the questions when we built DuePoint. Come and ask them, and then get this tool in your hands. Get out of here and start building a new future for yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope to see you again later in the month and in the year ahead with us building at DuePoint. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to see you outside. Thanks for all of you who've tuned in live tonight.